Morning, Divine Creatives. Cindy here. I've got a little bit of time before I jump onto a beautiful deep healing with a lovely lady from Boston. And so I wanted to drop in and invite you all to a mini class that I'm going to run in this group next Wednesday. Now, the reason I'm running this class is because there are so many children that come into my clinic with ailments. So let's say sore tummy, sore throat, earache, something like that. And I absolutely know that, yeah, I can help with foods and medicines. That's what I do. But I also know that there's a greater vibrational thing going on here for them in the way of creating an ailment or disease. Hi, Diane. That has to do a lot with their energetic matrix. Now, by that, I mean what's going on with the things that we can't actually see. So outside of our physical body, our actual ability, hi Alison, our actual ability to be able to connect to our child by a deeper way of seeing more of what we just see with these eyes and actually understand their energetic matrix. Okay, this helps clear their sore throat. This helps shift their premenstrual tension if they're a teenager. This helps be able to help the sore tummy that they get or the irritable bowel. Okay, so I'm going to invite you to this class. Now, I'm going to run this class and we're going to go deep diving into the energetic matrix of who we are, so the chakra system. Because when you get the chakra system and you understand when it anchors in, at what stage of life, how it recycles itself every 20 years, and what that looks like for you right now in your life, how that interplays with your husband, your partner, or your wife, how that interplays with your grandchildren or your actual children, whether they're little or adult, you start to be able to become your own remedy, because you start to see that, oh my goodness, for most of my life, right, I've lived in my head. I analyze things. I'm frightened. I'm anxious. I have depression. When in actual fact, if we take you back and have a look at when that energetic set anchored in at the age of 2, when you wanted to be able to scream if you wanted to scream, but you weren't allowed to scream because children are to be seen and not heard, then what happens is you start to disconnect yourself from your feeling body as the adult, and that plays out in menstrual disorders, hormonal disorders, gastrointestinal disorders, okay? Breaking of bones is another one, right? So when we understand, hi Jeanette, good morning, when we understand our energy and how that anchors into our body at our certain stages of life, we can get so emotionally connected to our children because we understand at the age of 5, right? I'll give you an example. My son's 8, okay, and my daughter's 14. So my son at 8, his throat chakra is entering into his physical body, and he wants to talk about Fortnite and Minecraft and chat. Now, I have 2 options. If I shut him down and say, oh, look, buddy, yeah, I just don't want to know, I'm not interested. What happens is he starts to shut down his throat chakra. His whole body becomes rigid. That's where we'll see tension in the neck and musculoskeletal disorders around pulling the shoulders forward, right? So I know that this will resonate with you in some way. So my understanding of what's going on for him is to be present, to hear him, because the throat chakra is all about your right to be heard and your right to hear others. So when you start to understand this in your children, you'll start to understand this in yourself, where you're at now in your life. You can absolutely have a more emotionally connected relationship with your children, a more soulfully deep central connection with your partner, because you also understand where they're at in their energetic matrix and evolutionary matrix, because you now have the knowledge and the understanding. And not only that, is you can actually complement all of these energetic centers with herbs and flower essences and foods from the earth to be able to rise them up and give them the energy and the charge that they need. Release the blocks that are holding them tight. Like I know as a 41-year-old, right? My base chakra is reinventing itself now, and every 20 years I've actually torn the ligaments in my ankle, right? Because my base chakra is obviously still needing some support in its foundational strength around self-boundaries, self-nourishment, self-time, right? And that helps my ligaments become stronger. Okay, so this is an amazing class that I want to run for you, and I want to invite you all there. So we're going to do it next Wednesday, 24th of October, and we're going to do it here in this group. You'll also get an email about this and a reminder if you're on my email list. And we're just going to deep dive for about half an hour into all the chakras very quickly, how they present in children when they anchor in, and then what sort of things you can look for and do in your world right now to up-level yourself, up-level your life, up-level your children, your grandchildren, your husband, so that you can live more luminously. I've got to go and do this beautiful healing now with this lovely lady. So I'm going to send you all much love, and then I'm going camping for the weekend. Woohoo! It's finally got some sun. And I'm going to speak with you all soon. Reach out if you've got any questions. As you know, I'm here for you 100%. So drop something into the comment box and I'll get back to you. Much love. Bye for now. Have a great day.